Hey guys, Lisa G here. Wanted to come on real quick and talk to you about taking your junk mail and turning it into something useful for your junk journals. Super easy for beginners, and you get some really nice, just random tags and pockets and things like that that you can use in making your junk journals. So everybody's seen these. They're those little cardstock poster thingies that you get in the mail that, uh, you know, they're advertisements, but they're made out of a heavier piece of cardstock, right? And there's some of them that are heavier than others. You know, that's a really good heavy one there. So, you know, but you can take these and we're going to turn them into some really nice little tags. So I've done these before, and here's one that I did recently. And you can kind of see what, you know, what the random nature of the tags ends up being, right? And, you know, I'll make a bigger one out of this, like a journaling card or something like that. And around the edges and, you know, decorate it. And this will be like a background, and then I can decorate them and make them into separate tags. You can kind of see, was it this one? Yeah, or that one used to be one piece. Like, it came off the same piece. So, what we'll do is we'll just take, and you can use whatever you want. For the first go around, will use just a glue stick. If I can get the lid off. And I like to just start and put some glue down about halfway across so that I can, you know, randomly move things around still. But I do about halfway. And I thought for this one we would just try some book pages. And so we'll just tear the edges off of this. And I like to save the edges because you can use them for other things. And it doesn't matter how you put it on here, because we're basically gonna collage the whole thing together. And let's try one of these. I've got just some random book pages that I've collected that we'll use. There's one with some math stuff on it. And you can use big pieces or small. It matters not. Okay. And we'll just throw that whole thing on there like that. And we'll cut it off after a while. That looks pretty good. And it doesn't matter which way it's facing. It doesn't matter at all. You can do it however you like, because it's all about the fun right now. Just collaging everything down. And then once you finish collaging and you cut it, you do it just, you know, without looking to see what goes where, you know, what ends up where. Because, you know, the object of the game here is to get just really nice, random looking tags, you know. Let's see. Let's use a piece of this. It doesn't matter if it's colored or not. It's just whatever is your whimsy. See, it looks like the state of Minnesota, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. A piece of pink. All right. Can you tell I do this a lot? Ah, goodness. Oops, got them upside down here. And again, you know, just go about it and play and have fun, and, you know, don't worry about what's going to end up where, because you're not going to regret this technique. It always works for me. I love using this technique. It literally, I've never been disappointed with the results when I've used this technique. I'll do that one upside down. Let's see, what else we got over here? Turn this one that way. Just gives it a nice overall effect that you've, you know. And if you wanted to, you could even ink all your edges of your little pieces of paper before you do it, you know, which would really make some of them stand out a little more than others. And, you know, we could go back and do that and add some of those if we wanted to. Here, let's do that. And let's see. And just antique it a little bit and, you know, make it feel let's see, let's just put you right there. And we'll do a colored piece. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're almost there. And then I usually cover the back in like a solid of some sort so that, you know, it can be used as a journaling card if you want, or a tag or something like that. So it can be whatever you want it to be. Okay. Now, there's another piece of this. Whoops. It just needs a little because I've already coffee stained the paper anyway, so it doesn't need a lot to give it that antique look, that antique-y feel. Let's see. Let's do this one right here. And we'll overlap that because we're going to cover the back anyway with one big piece of something. Okay. And we can cut those off if we needed to, but in this case, since we're going to cover them up, we can just glue them down. Yep. All right, let's see. Looks like we got here and here and this edge. So let's see what we can do here. I'll do two separate pieces. Uh-huh. Let's see. Cover the most real estate we can there. Let's see. Dirty that one up a little bit. Okay. Oops. Time for a new glue stick. Let's see if we can at least finish what we're doing here. Oh, here. Piece of an envelope. We can put that in there. I always like using, this is just the inside of a plain envelope. But, you know, it's just a cute little pattern paper. Let's see, we'll use that to cover this. And again, if we need to, we can come back and cut these and trim everything down. Cover that up. And let's see, we'll use a piece down here. All right. Almost done here on this side. And, you know, I'll try to figure out how to speed this thing up so that you don't have to watch me do all this in real time. But just to give you an idea. Now, if we want, we can just, you know, put a back on this and cut it just the way it is. Or, you know, we can go back and rubber stamp it, which is what I did on those other ones I showed you. I don't know where I put them, over here. See, I went back and I rubber stamped. I had a card postal. I have this one, which is your 35-cent admission. And I have this one, and I use that. And another one of my favorites that I like to use a lot is this one. It has like a French handwriting on it. Or maybe Italian. It looks Italian, actually. Very pretty. It's got a nice flow to it. And then I really love this one. This is one of my favorites. And it just adds like a light, you know. You can do like almost a wash with it. It's very pretty. So those are my favorite ones that I use a lot. I have them stacked over here to the side because I use them so much. Alright, so let me find something we can put on the back of this to make journaling cards out of it. Let's see. Yep, that'll be perfect. And this is just a piece of coffee dyed paper. Let's glue you down. Yep, this is just a piece of coffee dyed paper. And so I want to cover it all the way across. So I am just going to, And again, this is the end of this glue stick, so I may have to jump up and grab another one here in a second. Yep. Let me grab one. Hang on. I buy these when they're on sale at the beginning of the school year, and I get like a whole bunch of them. I'll buy like 30 or 40 of them because I use them a lot. Okay. Now, you know, you can use wet glue if you want. I just find that the paper buckles more when you use wet glue. So I tend to use this. And then if I have to, you know, I can go back in spots later and you know, glue it back down if I need to. Alright. So this is approximately the standard width of, there, we'll leave a little border there. And let's see, I have a brayer. Roll out that edge. So it doesn't have any buckle spots there. I got heavy-handed with my glue. Okay. All right. And then we'll go back and we'll just cut that off. All right, and so, oops, I missed a little edge there. Okay, so now what we have is a really nice background. And again, we can, you know, go back and we can rubber stamp if we want to. If we wanted to add some interesting texture, we can. Let's see. Let's do this one. Oh, that didn't turn out very dark, did it? Whoops. I like throwing that glue in the floor, don't I? The glue stick. I wonder. I know it's going to give me a double image, but that's okay. Yeah, it still didn't really take too well, did it? Maybe I should do it this way. I don't know if maybe that block is warped or on this one. Or it could be my desk. I don't know. It's an old desk. Let's try this. Sort of took. We're going to cut them anyway, so it won't matter what's where, you know, as the end result. Okay. And let's do this in the purple. Let's see what happens. Grab my piece of paper so I can go off the edge if I want. And it's just this easy to create, you know, really cool little backgrounds for yourself. You can go upside down. You might not get a good secondary print out of this, but that's okay. Nothing is about perfection here. And these are just standard Tim Holtz Distress Oxides I'm using. So again, we're going to cut these, so it's just going to end up with a really random pattern on it. Let's maybe go up here with it. Okay. And I'll need to clean these here in a few minutes. All right. So now we can pull out our trimmer and make tags. And I'll show you just how pretty and random the tags are. So let's see. We'll measure the whole thing first. And it is 11 inches. So yes, about the same size as the standard paper. So 11 and divided in half is 5.5. So 2.75 is our width. Now, we're just going to turn this over so we can't see what we have. I call this cutting them blind. So 2 3/4, which is about the average tag anyway. And cut it off. You don't even look at it. 2 3/4. Cut it off. Don't even look at it. 2 3/4. Cut it off. That should come loose. It's alright. Now, that edge that's there, we can trim that off with our scissors if we want. And, you know, part of this is going to disappear anyway when we cut our edge for our tags. See, that one didn't look too bad. And if you wanted to, you could do the whole back and book page first and then do a smaller cut of this so that you have that nice book page edge down through there like that. Looks kind of cool. Alright, so look here. This is where we ended up. And look how nice and random they look. And these are just backgrounds for you to do other things with, you know, so you can figure out, like, if you want it to go that way or that way. This one I think looks better this way. But see how it's all just really random and perfect? Perfectly imperfect. So there you have it. I'd love it if you would like and subscribe and hit the notification button if you like content like this, and we'll keep making it for you. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.